welcome everyone to the amazing analysis of the round 10 of World Rapid Championship, which is Grandmaster Daniil versus Grandmaster Anish. Anish is white, Daniil is black. In this game, Daniil just won. Let's see how the game goes. Anish started with the move f3, and Daniil plays d5. This is the basic King's Indian defense, double fiend gate of variation, both develops a bishop, there's d5, we're developing the square, developing a knight, c4, some Queen's Gambit lines, it might be a decline and it could be like an opposite Catalan, but okay, he plays the c6 just like, what do you say this? Slav. Something like Slav, cd, there's knight c3 in the game, castles by black, knight c3 by white, just centralizing the knight, and you can't remove it because there's no pawn on d file like this. Yeah, d file, but there's a pawn on f file, but it is covered by a knight, so you can't move. You have to move the knight next. That's from that you can just start removing that knight. Actually, that's very centralized, and that's a very good outpost which you can just exploit, and that might give your king a lot of hiccups. Knight f4, knight takes, pawn takes, just bishop takes the knight. Sorry, bishop takes the pawn, my mistake. Knight c6, giving a trade. Takes, captures as in a Gadmeter's way. This bishop easily played in this game. The idea is just defending the pawn, and it was a loose piece. There are two attackers attacking this, so it was pretty crucial. After this bishop h3, the computer is denying this move, but I'll say it's a very fine move because now you're just creating an outpost on the h3 square, and it might help you to just bring some more of attacks or something, as you can't just even castle, and that the f1 g2 all are just blocked. Your rook is really in hiccups, and your king is not going to alongside, as you have just removed the c2 pawn, so you are not going to able to castle it anywhere. That's why it's losing. Yeah, computer is not agreeing with me, but yeah, that's pretty basic. That is a good move. Okay, f3 played by white, Anish, just trying to play g4 in future and just trapping this bishop. The idea could be g4, king f2, king g3, and just try to attack the bishop and just take it. Rook b8. The idea is just attacking the b2 pawn, as it is a backward pawn. You can push the move, that is very easy, and that is b3. But then comes the c5. If you push the c5, that if there is no takes, and you lose your one pawn because the bishop is attacking the rook, and this pawn is really pinned. That's why. Okay, b3. Oh, he played b3 only. What? Oh, sorry, b3 is the best. Okay, it's not going to happen. But what if we push this? Now what? This dc5. What the? Takes and takes. Why this is winning for white? Oh, that's equal trade. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. Okay, b3 is a very fine move. The rook b4 in this position, just spinning this. You're like, okay, but he can play a move like what do you say, this a3 in future? No, but there's a very fine move, and that's a rook sacrifice. Can anyone tell me in the chat? If you are viewing this video, just pause it and try to analyze what the answer is. Okay, you can see it here, but just try to think, don't see here. The move is rook takes d4, and you're like, oh, that's a pure blunder. You are just giving your rook for a bishop, or a pawn actually, not a bishop, right? Yeah, but if you'll take with the bishop, this takes, and then this bishop is a very good outpost, and you're like, oh, there's a3. No, then you can just take this, takes, and the position is very good for black. That's why you have to play f2, removing all the threats. f5. No. Sorry. The move f2 is for just attacking the bishop, as I was telling you. This g4 strategy, which is totally like easy. You can just remember it. There are some positions in long castle where your opponent takes your a2 or a7 pawn, and yeah, a7 pawn, and what you do in this position is you play b3 or b6 as you are black, and then you just slide your king to c1 or c8 or b1 or b2 or b7, and that's a very basic procedure. And you can take the bishop, and if he takes the pawn, you can just take with the pawn. Don't take with the king, because there might be a lot of attacks as per your position. Okay, this king f2 played in this position. Game 100 f5. The idea is very basic. The idea is now I can just take on, or if you just move your bishop, right, which is the most common and the easy way, then I have a very nice trick, and that is I'll just play f4, and then you have to take the like this. Sorry, what I'm telling. Yeah, then I can push f4, and now these two pieces are forked. You have to take with the g4 because there are a lot of tactics coming, and then black can just easily save the bishop. Yeah, what happened? Free pawn. Bishop takes e6, f4 as I was telling. Now you must be like, why he didn't take the bishop? That just continues the attack. No, because it's a very basic move, and that is this check. And then you can't like just do anything. You have, if you play a move like this, there is queen b6, and it's totally forced mate. Any random move? Example this. You have f2 check, king d4, king d2, and there's check. You have to play any of the king moves, and then you can just take the queen. That's why. So g takes f4 is very very, like what is important. And you see, it took like only 1 minute to analyze this by Anish, and I'm really impressed by that. Obviously, grandmasters are really fine. Just okay, e5. d5, queen h4. Oh. First I was like, this is a blunderous move. No, it's not a blunder move. That's a very durdarshi move. Like it is a very forecasted move. You're like thinking way more ahead in the game, and you're like, I can just open this diagonal for my queen and can start just attack. There's also a check. There might be some mating threats. So that's why you take the pawn. This, you know, guys, why he took the d pawn? Because if we'll take the e pawn, this queen h4, king e1, and bishop takes. You take this king g4 check. You are like, okay, I'll take with the pony. There is takes the pawn. You bring the bishop back, and there's the mate. That's why. Okay, d takes e5 was forced. Then king g4. Now you have just protected this rook from incoming the game. That's why d takes e is a good option. Better than fe. Okay, king g1 played. Rook takes b4. Wow, first brilliancy in the game. That's a rook sacrifice. Bishop takes. Queen takes f4. Check. s6. f2. Like giving a, what is it, the queen change. But obviously he's not going to accept because he's under attack. And here white played, he gave a check, and you were like, what if he blocked with this? What if white tried to just block this with his queen? This is like a forced trade, right? But there is a mate. So f2 was really forced. You have to just move your king away. Then there was rook f4, queen d5, just removing the queen from the attack. h4 check, rook e3, rook f8. A bit inaccuracy because there was a very good move, and that is rook f5. And the idea is very basic. The idea is just opening this diagonal, and you can just start attack. Why do you just want to retreat a rook back to a f8 square? It's not so good for you, but okay. Then white played the blunder, and that is queen c5. And queen c5 is a big blunder because of a very basic move, and that is queen f4. You have to protect the square somehow, but you didn't. And there's king f2, queen h4 check once again, which is not so strong, but okay. Oh, sorry, it's not so strong, right? It's a very strong move. Queen h4 check, king e3, queen g5, and king d3. You were like, if I'll get back, there is this very strong check, and then I have to lose my rook. That's not the thing, but okay. Rook d8 check by black. Queen c5. Bishop comes in the game, giving a check. King b5. f8 played by black, and white did another blunder. That is queen c3. Now the mate is forced, but okay. Daniil above didn't find it. King a4, bishop b7, a3, bishop takes b3, sacrifice, queen takes, rook takes, king b1, and then rook g4 check. And now you just collect the queen e6 check, and now you can just collect the bishop. And okay, the best move is king b2. This didn't happen in the game, and this queen takes c6, and now that's like totally winning for black, obviously. So at this moment, Daniel just resigned. Sorry, Anish just resigned, and that's a very good decision. So if you like this video, you can just like the channel. It helps to just support the video, and more people will get to know about this video. Please, thanks for watching.